The village of Black Hollow had always been shrouded in mystery. Surrounded by an ancient forest that locals called the Whispering Woods, the place had a reputation for strange occurrences. People spoke in hushed tones about those who had wandered into the trees at dusk and never returned. Others mentioned eerie voices carried on the wind, whispering unintelligible words that seemed to call them deeper into the woods. It was said that centuries ago, a coven of witches had been executed at the heart of the forest, their spirits cursed to forever roam the land. Skeptics dismissed the legends as mere folklore, but those who lived near the tree line never dared to test the stories. One autumn night, a man named Daniel arrived in the village. A skeptic by nature, he had read about the local legends and decided to investigate. He was a writer, eager to uncover the truth and perhaps find inspiration for his next novel. Despite the warnings of the villagers, Daniel ventured into the forest just as the sun dipped below the horizon. As he walked through the towering trees, the world around him grew eerily silent. The usual rustling of leaves and chirping of insects had ceased entirely. Then, the whispers began. At first, they were barely perceptible, like the wind weaving through the branches, but soon they grew louder, more distinct.
"Turn back,"
one voice hissed.
"You do not belong here."
Another murmured, seemingly right beside his ear. Daniel's breath quickened, but he pressed on, his flashlight cutting through the darkness. The deeper he went, the more distorted the forest became. Trees twisted unnaturally, their trunks curving at impossible angles. The air grew thick, suffocating, laced with the scent of decay. Then he saw it. A dilapidated cabin standing in a small clearing. The wood was blackened, as if it had been burned, yet the structure remained intact. Daniel stepped inside. The air was frigid, and the walls seemed to pulse as if the house were alive. His flashlight flickered. Then, he heard something behind him, a soft scraping, like nails dragging along wood. He turned sharply, but there was nothing, just the darkness pressing in. His heart pounded as he took another step forward. The floorboards groaned beneath his weight. Then a guttural voice, deeper than the whispers before, rumbled through the cabin.
"You shouldn't have come."
Daniel's blood ran cold. He swung the flashlight wildly, illuminating a tall, gaunt figure standing in the corner. Its eyes were black voids, hollow and endless. The creature's mouth stretched into a grotesque grin, revealing rows of jagged teeth. Panic took hold. He sprinted out of the cabin, crashing through the undergrowth. The whispers became laughter now, taunting, mocking. The trees seemed to shift, closing in around him, their gnarled branches reaching like skeletal fingers. Then, the ground beneath him vanished. Daniel tumbled into darkness, the air rushing past him in a chilling embrace. He landed hard, the impact knocking the wind from his lungs. Dazed, he looked up. The trees had disappeared. He was no longer in the forest, but in an endless expanse of blackness. The whispers had stopped. Then a voice, deep and resonant, echoed around him.
"Welcome home."
No one in Black Hollow ever saw Daniel again. But on certain nights, when the wind howled through the whispering woods, villagers swore they could hear a new voice among the whispers, pleading, begging for escape.